from Elon Musk himself talking about this idea that, price cuts, he would not rule out continuing to bring pricing down.
New news from the EV industry. It may make some people sad. Tesla has increased the prices of its vehicles in China. Other car companies are getting high sales, but not Tesla. Do you know what's going on? Come, let's find out. Tesla is one of the biggest car manufacturers in the United States and the world. It also caters to electric automobile batteries, solar panels for cars, and home power storage. Tesla Inc. was formed in 2003 by the American entrepreneurs Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning and was named after the great Serbian-American inventor Nikola Tesla. And rapidly, it became the most recognizable car brand in the world. Tesla is a big company that makes electric cars. Tesla sells many electric cars in different places, including China. China is a big place with many people and many cars. It is one of the biggest car markets in the world. Tesla has increased the prices of its electric cars in China. This means that people must pay more to buy Tesla cars in China. Tesla has increased the prices of its electric cars in China several times. The latest price increase was in August 2021. Tesla has increased the prices of its electric cars in China for different reasons. The cost of making electric cars has gone up. This is because some things needed to make electric cars, such as batteries, chips, and metals, have become more expensive. It is because there is more demand for these things than supply. This means many people want to buy these things, but there are not enough to sell. The exchange rate between the Chinese currency and the American currency has changed. This implies that the value of the money that Tesla earns in China is less than that of the money that Tesla spends in America. This makes it harder for Tesla to profit from selling electric cars in China. The competition from other electric car makers in China has increased. This ultimately means that more companies make electric cars in China and sell them for lower prices than Tesla. Other electric car makers in China are BYD, NIO, and several other Chinese-based EV manufacturing companies. These companies have reported record sales of their electric cars in China. One of the reasons why these Chinese companies are getting high sales is that the Chinese government has supported the electric car industry. This is done to reduce pollution and dependence on oil from other countries. The Chinese government has given money and benefits to people who buy electric cars and to companies that make electric cars. The Chinese customers have linked the electric car-based models from these companies more than electric cars from foreign-based information companies manufacturers. This is because these models have good features such as design, performance, technology, and safety at a low cost. These models have also been cheaper than Tesla's models. Now the Chinese car market has grown bigger and more diverse. This means that more people can afford to buy electric cars and have different needs and preferences for their cars. Tesla has increased its prices while other companies have increased their sales. This shows that the electric car market in China is changing and becoming more competitive. At the same time, the customers are opting for Chinese-made electric vehicles. In August, Tesla sold more than 84,000 cars made in China. That was 9.3% more than the same month last year, according to data from a CPCA group. Tesla sold more Model 3 and Model Y cars in August and in July. These are two types of cars that Tesla makes in China. BYD is another company that makes electric cars and hybrid cars. BYD is from China, and it is Tesla's main competitor there. In August, BYD delivered more than 274,000 cars to customers. That was 57.5% more than the same month last year. Tesla wanted to keep its customers from buying other brands of cars, so it started to lower its prices in China at the beginning of 2023. The company did this twice in August and again later. It also gave some money back to customers who bought its cars in July. This made other car makers lower their prices too. Tesla focused on selling more cars, making it earn less money per car in the first 6 months of 2023. Its profit margin was 17.9%. In the same period last year, it was 27.8%. This is based on some calculations by Reuters, a news company. That is why now Tesla is increasing the prices of their cars in China because they didn't sell many cars even though they decreased the price. Tesla made some changes to their Model 3 and began to sell it in China. The new Model 3 is more expensive than the old one. It cost 12% more. The old one had only one motor that moved the back wheels. The new one might have more motors or different features. On Tuesday, Tesla said on its website that it made these cars more expensive in China. Model Y and Model 3 now cost 263,900 yen and 231,900 yen. That is $38,179 and $33,550 in US dollars. But these cars are still cheaper than at the start of 2023. That is because Tesla lowered their prices many times before. The company's also hiked the Model 3 and Model Y prices by about $222 in Canada and $269 in Japan. The biggest company that makes electric cars in China is BYD. BYD has been making electric cars since 2003. BYD makes 5 types of electric cars in China: Qin, Tang, Song, Yan, and Han. BYD also makes other merch that uses electricity, such as batteries, buses, trains, and solar panels. BYD sells more electric cars in China than any other company. From January to May 2023, BYD sold about 131,000 electric cars in China. That was 27.9% of all the electric cars sold in China then. Tesla sold about 84,000 electric cars in China during that time. That was 17% of all the electric cars sold. BYD has many partners in that it helps and makes and sell electric cars. One of its partners is Toyota, which is a big car company from Japan. Another partner is Didi, a big company that lets people use their phones to book rides with drivers. BYD also works with FAW, which is another car company from China. BYD wants to make better and cheaper electric cars for more people to buy. It also wants to sell its electric cars in other countries, not just China. BYD faces much competition from other electric car companies such as Tesla, NIO, XPeng, Li Auto, and Geely. Another important EV manufacturer from China is XPeng. XPeng stands for Xpeng Motors, the name of the founder and chairman of the company, He Jianping. XPeng started in 2014 and is one of the most popular and successful electric car makers in China and the world. XPeng's goal is to create cars that are smart, fast, comfortable, and good for the environment. XPeng uses its technology and design to make its cars. XPeng also works with companies like Alibaba, Foxconn, and Xiaomi to get support and resources. Some of the main and popular models of the XPeng company are the G3, P7, and P5. The XPeng G9 is the latest SUV from this Chinese EV car manufacturer, which is fully electric. The XPeng G9 car is the latest and biggest car made by XPeng. It was shown to the public for the first time in November 2021, and it will be sold in China and some other countries in 2022. They have comfortable market share in China. Geely, another major EV manufacturer from China, is owned by a rich Chinese businessman named Li Shufu. He started the company in 1986 and began making cars in 1997 with Geely Auto. Geely Auto is one of the top car makers in China, with more than 1.3 million cars sold in China in 2021. The company also sold more than 2.2 million cars worldwide in 2021 and more than 17,000 electric cars in January 2022. The company makes and sells cars with names like Geely Auto, Geometry, Livan, and Zeekr. It also owns some foreign car companies such as Volvo Cars, Polestar Link, and Lotus. It makes some cars for business use such as London EV Company, Oiling Auto, and Farizon Auto. It also makes electric cars with some of the names above and motorcycles with Zhejiang Geely Ming Industrial, Qingjiang Motorcycle, and Benelli. In September 2022, the company bought a small part of Aston Martin Lagonda Global Holdings plc, a very expensive and fast British car brand, Aston Martin. The sales of the company are fantastic in China. We now know why Tesla's increased the price of their EV models in China. The Chinese manufacturers are leading the Chinese car market. Can Tesla get back their sales? The only way is to wait and watch. Comment your thoughts on this and don't forget to like and subscribe.